Hi, everyone. It's Tessa and Stephanie from the Uncommon Creative Collective here today with Bryan Caporicci, who will be speaking at the conference September 22nd to 24th, 2018 in Niagara-on-the-Lake. How are you today, Bryan?
Hey, I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Us too. We've been, laboring behind the scenes on the conference, and this is one of the better parts, I think, of our job is getting to touch base with all of our speakers and find out a little bit about the topics that you're going to be presenting on. So, Bryan, we know that you're going to be speaking about work-life balance and redefining busy.
hmm
And I'm just wondering, what does that mean to you?
Well, let me bounce the question back to you guys actually then. So you guys say you've been laboring behind the scenes. I don't know if you said that intentionally or not, but let me ask, have you guys been busy?
It would be safe to say yes.
Safe to say yes. In fairness, we did just come off of a couple weeks break that we did
Yes.
for ourselves because it was the end of summer, and we did recognize that we needed some space to be with our kids during their summer break as well.
Well,
So,
good on you guys for recognizing that because that's a big step in the right direction. And what I'd love to hear, and I'm kind of playing with you guys a little bit here, but we're going to have fun. So I think I want to have you guys explain a little bit about why you have been busy. And while you're explaining or while you're thinking about that for a minute, I want everyone watching or listening to us to think about them in their own life right now. Whatever state you're in, you've got kids that just went back, or maybe you're empty nesters, whatever the case is, or you're thinking about getting married, whatever it is, think about it. Are you busy right now? One of you, tell me why you're busy right now.
Stephanie.
Yeah,
The interviewer is interviewing the interviewers. I like this.
I would say yes, I have been busy, and mostly because I do have family and I do prioritize that in my life, as well as the need to provide for that family. So for myself, my busy tends to be because I am on scheduled hours. And so through my scheduled hours, I need to be very effective in what I'm doing so that I do still have time and energy left for my family and for my children. When it's off time, when we're home and they need me, and there's homework and there's, rep hockey and there's dance and there's a multitude of activities to attend to, as well as just being a good mom. And we've been very meticulous about using systems and calendars in order to plan ahead and ensure that we have the time to get done what we need done and that we're not overscheduling ourselves, but that we are able to fit everything in.
So I'm curious if we passed the test.
To me, in a quick assessment, it sounds like actually, so Stephanie, your specific example, it sounds like you've got things pretty, like you've got good systems, you have some balance, you have schedules, you have timelines, you do prioritize your family. That all sounds good. You're running several businesses that are arguably all doing very well. So I'm curious to hear then, if that's the case, why when I asked if you're busy, did you say yes?
Because I think anyone in life is busy. I think life is busy. That just is what it is, unless you're dead.
Right. Well, there's a nice little refreshing.
I think that you can fill your life. I think anybody can fill their life, and in that same respect, you can also take time out of that schedule. So there are only so many hours in the day, but there are also infinite hours if you think about it. So
yeah. A lot of the times when I talk to entrepreneurs or I guess people in general in society now, we look at the term busy and we misrepresent it. And that's why I ask, are you busy? Because I was then going to ask you, well, how do you define busy then? Because it sounds like you've got good balance, you've got good organization, you've got good structure, you've got success in the way that you define success. So to me, that just sounds like you're running a good ship. You're running a tight ship. You're booked. You've got things going well, and you got a good, well-oiled machine, and everything is good. So that's where I then challenge photographers, entrepreneurs, moms, anything to think about, what does busy actually mean? Everyone does this. We use busy as a means of justification, and we use busy almost as a measuring stick and as a way to validate our level of importance. And I say that very, very candidly, very softly, but also it's something to really think about. I don't know why we've worked ourselves to a place in business where we have to feel busy in order to feel successful. So step one is reframing what that busy means. And step two is then implementing systems so we can have that balance and actually enjoy the things that we got into business to enjoy.
Absolutely. So, we would be, it would be remiss not to mention that you are behind one of the systems that we rely on so heavily in our businesses that gives us a lot of our structure and our freedom. And that is Sprout.
What problem did Sprout solve for you?
Yep. I had been shooting for about 7 years as a wedding photographer, and I went to school for computer science. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
No.
I have a computer science background.
It's all coming together.
Right? So it's all coming together. So I enjoy technology. I'm one of those weirdos that actually enjoys business. Like I love marketing and sales and everything that comes with business. That's why I teach business to photographers. So I like technology, I like business, and obviously I like photography. So I was a wedding photographer, and I remember a very specific week where I had gone into my system. I just photographed a wedding on the weekend. I edited all the photos, and I went to send an invoice to my client. And so I logged into one of my systems, and there's a ton of great tools out there that help photographers run their business. I'm not naive to that at all. It's a ton of great tools. So I went into my studio management software, and I would send out the invoice. And I'd go somewhere else, and I had their contract in a different system because they were asking me about something they had in their package. So I sent them a copy of their contract somewhere else. And then I finished their wedding, and I had to go and enter their wedding into my online gallery system and upload the photos there. And so we send that over to them. And now the client all the while is getting 3 different sets of communications from 3 different systems. And then after I finished designing their wedding album, I had to go into another system to upload their wedding album and upload their wedding and put their names and put their dates and send them in the email and do all these things all over the place. And I realized I literally sat there on the Friday morning and I was like, I just literally logged into 5 different places to do 5 different things, 5 different ways for the same client. A, I'm confused, overwhelmed, and having all this duplicate work. B, not all these things are together. So when my client orders something from their online gallery, my studio management system has no idea about it. So I have no idea what a client's even worth to me. And C, the client is getting all these things all over the place and everything isn't organized. So I literally said right then and there, I said, there has to be a better way to run a photography business. I like technology, I like business, and I love photography. Yet I'm finding it complicated. And if I'm finding it complicated, people that don't like technology and don't like business have got to find it complicated. So that's where I set out to make an all-in-one system. And so I went out, I hired the best developers, hired the best designers. I've now built a team of 8 here in the office. And Sprout Studio is a system that combines all these things that a photographer has to do in one place. So it helps photographers save time. It helps eliminate the stress, the busyness, the chaos in running your photography business. And it gives a wicked customer experience to the customer. So it's a win-win-win all around.
Yeah, I think our experience is that we have found the system so streamlined.
Yeah.
And the feedback from clients is that you look more professional because everything's accessible to them, and they don't have to ask as many questions because they have access to everything that they need and everything's organized. And I think it's just a really great way to put business practices into actual practice.
Yeah. The thing I love is, as soon as I book a client, right? So they say, yeah, Brian, I want to go ahead and book. And that could be, I'm booking them for a wedding. It could be a family portrait. It could be a newborn portrait. It could be whatever it is. I then say, great, I'm going to send you the booking details. So I send them their contract. I can take their payment. I do all that. And then they get one link with one username and one password where their entire photographic experience is managed. Everything from their invoices to their questionnaires, to their contracts, to their documents, to their galleries, to their design proofs, to everything is in one place. So literally my client has to go to one place to look at everything. They're not confused. They're not managing things all over the place. I keep them organized, and therefore I give a great experience to them.
Yeah, it's wonderful. So one question we did have for you, what is something that you do to unwind?
Oh, well, so I have 2 kids. So that's pretty much it.
Busy.
And fun fact, and again, I'm not sure exactly when this airs, but we have number 3 on the way in February. So yeah.
That's amazing.
So I guess, you know what's funny, actually, now that I say that, the timing of this is horrible. You just asked me what I do to unwind, and then I respond by saying we have number 3 on the way. So I guess interpret that how you want, but our kids are, they're just everything to me, and they are the reason that I do what I do. You guys know exactly what I mean. I'm sure a lot of the moms or the dads that are watching right now know what I mean. You know, I go home after a long day at work, after a busy day at work, and it's my kids that kind of bring me back and kind of help me remember what's most important to me in my life. So I would say that's a big part of what I do to unwind.
Well, Bryan, thank you so much for joining us today. We are so excited that you'll be joining us at the conference September 22nd to 24th, 2018 in Niagara-on-the-Lake. We really look forward to having you at the Uncommon Creative Collective.
Awesome. Can't wait. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Join us September 22nd to the 24th, 2018 in beautiful Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario for the Uncommon Creative Collective, Canada's Family Photography Conference.
For a podcast? Yeah, for a podcast, I don't even wear pants. No, I'm kidding, I do. But.